Good morning, everyone. It's Lee Henson, president and founder of AgileDad, and it's time for today's episode of the Daily Standup. So without any further ado, let's get started. It's Friday. We wound down another week, another one in the books. It's hard to believe it's April already. Time is just flying by. So today I thought I'd talk to you, since it's Friday and it's a not so agile topic. I thought I'd talk to you about the top 5 tips that you can use to help you stay focused. What we're finding is a lot of people during the pandemic are really struggling with focus related issues. So I thought it'd be a good idea just to kind of cover the top 5 things that I feel will help you dedicate your attention to the topic that you're working on. Because I know for me, it's certainly been an issue in certain occasions, right? So coming in at number one, try the best to eliminate distractions. The truth is, in this pandemic environment world that we live in, we know that there are going to be distractions. We know that there's going to be significant others, boyfriend, girlfriend, spouse, partner, fur baby, child. Somebody is going to come and interrupt what's going on, right? So I think it's important for us to make sure we understand that these interruptions are going to happen, but that we need to find ways to help limit the distractions, right? A lot of people say eliminate distractions, and if you can, it's great, but most people can't eliminate distractions. And I mean, you can call me out and call me Captain Obvious for this one, but sometimes people just underestimate how many distractions prevent them from actually getting what they need to get done. It's amazing. If you just find the sources of your distraction, the things that cause you the most disruption, and you make sure that they're limited for short bursts, it's going to help you to be able to deliver the product or service you're trying to deliver. Coming in at number two, now hear me through on this one. It's called limit your focus. And I think what I'm trying to say here is sometimes we get too many things going on that we're trying to take care of, or too many things in our life that we're trying to get our head around. And when you've got 8 or 10 different things that you're trying to focus on, it's hard for you to, there's no such thing as pure multitasking. So it's hard for you to keep your focus when there's so many different things that you're trying to focus on. So my thought here is, if you can take your attention and limit your focus to just a few things, kind of like limiting whip, it's going to help you to really stay mentally strong. And it's going to help you increase your productivity, because in the end, it's going to help you have the mental focus that you need to get things done. Coming in at number 3, one of my favorites, live in the moment. Now, when I say live in the moment, I think sometimes we are constantly focusing about what happened before. And while we can learn from our past, don't get me wrong, I just don't want people to dwell in the past. If you're trying to learn from the moment, it means that you're living now and you're learning now, and you're trying to focus on the things that are important for you to do now to make life better. I think it's about being present, and being in the now, and trying to, not let your uh, cognitive bias or preconceived notion interrupt what you're trying to do. I think that this will help us not only with focus, but it helps us to stop passing judgment. It helps us to absorb pure feelings easier. And it helps us to mentally be prepared to take on whatever challenges or anxieties are facing us, right? It'll help us just really stay where we need to be. Coming at number 4 is practice mindfulness. And this is a big deal right now. Everybody's talking about being mindful of others, and understanding and being more inclusive, right? But I think that it's healthy for us to meditate, to take a moment to block out the outside world, to find our solace, whether it's a place that we can go that we can just kind of sit and be by ourselves, even if it's a place in our homes, or if it's just an opportunity for us to take, our Apple Watches tell us often to breathe, right? And they have that breathing exercise that's on your Apple Watch. That's a great way for you to be mindful. If you can be mindful of where you are and just kind of be in the moment, not only does it help with you mentally, but it helps with actual physical health benefits. So, I mean, there's no reason why you couldn't just take a couple of moments out of your day, focus on self-improvement, focus on being mindful, and just really breathe. Just take a moment, meditate, do whatever you need to do to be there. But find a way to be mindful, whether it's a deep breathing exercise or getting yourself away from everything. Take the time to do that each day. And then, of course, number 5, and once again, I'm going to end with a Captain Obvious. Take short breaks. I know that I'm guilty of this. I get in the mode where I just want to go, 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 go. And I get in a zone and I start doing things, and I realize very quickly that I should have taken a break, or that, that I've been working for hours without a break, and my back starts to hurt and my mind's gone. And I've caught myself telling my wife, even on many occasions, I need to stop. I can't do this anymore today. And we should never get to that point where we're at burnout, right? We need to make sure that we find creative ways, even if we have prolonged tasks, to break in, short incremental breaks. Because I think the short incremental breaks, while they may cause you to lose focus for a small period, end up being beneficial in the long run, because you're refreshed and recharged and your mind works better when it is. So there you have it. I hope these 5 tips will help you be more productive. I hope they'll help you really be able to focus better, because one of the things ultimately at the end of the day is that we need to focus on the right things. And I'll leave you with a thought. So I learned from a religious scholar. They told me, they said, sometimes in life, it's not trying to make decisions between good things you do and bad things you do. Sometimes it's trying to make decisions between good things, better things, and best things. And I think this is one of those categories, whether it's, focusing on how to spend our time, or focusing on what we spend our time on, or focusing on how we engage. I think that focus plays a large part in our internal happiness. And if you want to get that internal bank account to a very high positive balance, so you don't have to worry about the negatives when they do hit, focus is a great way for you to improve the quality of your life. So until next week, I encourage you to stay healthy, stay well, keep washing your hands, my friend. Get a vaccine if you haven't got one. And we'll talk again next week. Take care.